Hello, welcome back. Today we are learning about data types in Go. Now, think of data types as different kinds of containers that hold specific types of information, like numbers, words, or true or false values. Now, by the end of this video, you will understand how to use data types in Go and why they matter. Now, let's get started. Now, in Go, every piece of data has a specific type. This helps Go understand what kind of information you are working with. So imagine a grocery store. In a grocery store, you see a fruit basket holds only fruits, and a bottle holds only liquids. A wallet holds only money. Similarly, Go variables hold specific types of data. Let's see this in action with some basic data types. Okay, so let's start our program. Let me first bring in our package main, then declare the function. Let's bring in the function main. Okay, so let's declare a variable. Let's name it age, and we declare this variable to be int. Okay, and let's say 32. Good. Now if we print it on the console, okay, age, okay, so let's print it. Now the int over here tells Go that the age that we have declared is an integer, meaning a whole number. Okay, yes. So if we print it, Go run main, good. Now we see it has printed it out, age 32. Good. Now let's declare another variable and call it price. Data type float 64. And let's say 99.45. So the float over here indicates and tells Go that the price variable that we have declared is actually a decimal. So floats, we use the float for decimal values. Now let's print our variable on the console. Good. Now let's print it. Good. Now we see price is 99.45. So that is for the numbers, the integers and the float. So we use the int, as I said earlier, for whole numbers like 1, 10, 100. And for decimal values, we use the float 64 for them. So think of int like the number of apples in the basket and the float like measuring milk in liters, which will mostly give you decimals. Yes. Now, the other data type that we will look at is called string. So if we declare a variable, let's say a name, we give it a data type as string. And for string values, it is always in a quotation marks. So let's say John. So in this example, the variable name that you have declared, the moment we attached string to it, it is telling Go that that particular variable is a text. So we give it a text or statement like that, and it is always in a quotation marks. So if we print it, good, then let's print it to see. You see over here, good. Now it prints it out as John. That's for the name. And when it prints out, the quotation is not included. So that is for strings. So string is actually a text, and string must always be inside quotation marks. So imagine it as a label on a box. It holds words and sentences. Yeah. So the next data type that we will look at is Boolean. Now, when we talk of Boolean, we are talking about true or false value. So let's declare a variable. Let's say is student, and we declare that variable that we are declared as bool, and that is the short for boolean, and we give it true. So for data types for the bool, it only holds true or false value, whether true or it is false. So it holds true or false value, and when we print it out is student, and let's print it on the console to see. You see a student true, so that's the variable, so it outputs the value true for us. So boolean are either true or false, so you can think of them like a light switch. True means on and false means off. Now declaring variable without the var keyword over here, so we will use the shorter syntax or the short declaration. Now in Go, you can declare a variable without bringing the var keyword. So if we say we declare a variable called name, we can include we can bring in the colon and equal sign, and we give it a value of, let's say, Mike. So in this case, Go automatically detects, because of the colon equal sign that you have brought here, Go automatically detects the variable that you have declared here to be a string, So now if we output it over here name, and we bring in it over here name, it will actually give us the same output as before, So you see over here name Mike. So this is what we call the shorter declaration or the shorter syntax. So it is the smart way to declare a variable, and this particular variable declaration, we declare it only within a function. The same way too, we can also do so for all the other data types. So let's say age, and we declare it and we give it 45. Now if we output it over here age, and we print it, it also does work in that same sense. So we see the output here age 45, name Mike. And we can also do so for the float values. So this is what we call the shorter declaration. We can also declare variables in this way. So Go automatically detects the type for us, and this is super handy for quick coding. Now why data types matters. Now data types help Go understand how to store and manage data efficiently. So for example, you can't add a number to a word. So let's say you have a string which is for the name, and an integer which is for the age. Now if we tell Go that Go should add the two of them, for us, you see, we've not even output the outcome. It is giving us an error, which means invalid operation. Age plus name plus age. It is mismatched types, string and int. So meaning that you can't add a string and an integer. But if it were supposed to be both integer, let's say age 2, and let's give it a value of 32, and let's say age 2. So now you see there is no error there. So if we output it, we will actually, okay, because let's comment this out. Now if we output it, now we will see it has added it, the age and the age to 77. So that is why knowing your data type is important, and it helps you write error-free code. So great, you made it. Now you understand the basics of data types in Go. And if this video helped, hit the like button and subscribe for more beginner friendly Golang tutorials.